Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Those are the words of Margaret Mead, and those are the words that have guided my friends and me, Fort Wayne, as we have started our grassroots group, the Northeast Indiana Friends of Public Education. Vic Smith, who is our resident hero here at Rockstar, asked me to share a few words with you about how we got our group started. And the way we got our group started was, we kind of just sort of stumbled into it. As a former teacher, I've been retired for a number of years. I was very happy walking my dogs and reading my books and being left alone and going to the bathroom when I wanted to. However, after the Mitch Daniels, Tony Bennett onslaught on public education started a couple of years ago, I began to become concerned about what was happening. I would hear these things about charters. I would hear things about vouchers. I started going to town halls. I started going to rallies, going everywhere, writing letters. And then, about that time, I read Diane Ravage's book, Death and Life of the Great American School System. And of course, now I'm a groupie. But she opened up my eyes to a lot of what I already thought was going on, but now that I actually kind of didn't think I was quite as crazy as I thought I was. As it happens, as it progressed, a number of us from Fort Wayne went to the SOS conference in DC in 2011, even though we didn't know the other people were going, and when we got there, we found that there were other Fort Wayne people. When we got back to Fort Wayne, we decided we need to do something, but we really didn't know what to do. So our first goal was to set up a mission statement of what we wanted to do. Our mission statement was simply, I won't read the whole thing to you, but our mission statement was basically we wanted to inform and engage the public so that they would know what's going on. Because if you were to listen to the echo machine that comes through the media, all we know is that schools are failing and that teachers are lazy and that they're taking money out of the public wheel and kids are in bad shape. And we wanted to show that that teachers are doing a good job, the public is doing a good job, and so on. So we have set about to inform ourselves and to inform others, and we've done research, and we are basically letter writing machines. I'm sure that every time that any of our local senators or representatives see any of our names, they go delete because we send so many of them. Anyway, to make one of the things that got us coalesced with other groups was Senator Tim Skinner, because he was Senator Skinner was one of the few who actually answered our emails with thoughtful responses. And finally, he even called us up and talked to us and wanted to meet with us. So at that time, we met with him and with the people from, some of the people from Bloomington and from Indianapolis, including this group over here. And we decided we needed to work together. So what we've done is we have Facebook pages, we have websites, we are trying, and now, recently, this last summer, we decided, even though we're nonpartisan, we needed to get behind Linda Ritz. So we got behind Linda Ritz and we supported her, and apparently people in the rest of the nation have noticed that we are doing this, which is very exciting. For those of you who noticed that Linda's not here, the reason she's not here is she's at the DOE in DC, and I'm sure she'd be having more fun being here with us. But anyway, we worked very hard, but as I said, we got noticed. In fact, we were asked, and amongst other groups in the whole nation, were asked to join the Network for Public Education, so because our groups here in Indiana were the inspiration for that to happen, because we did so much and we were so focused. So we need to. So besides the fact that we need to pat teachers on the back, we We also need to pat the parents, grandparents, and grassroots groups who are trying to fight back against this horrible monolith that's coming down the road and trying to destroy public education. All right, as you know, you've already heard that Bill 1003 is far worse than the original voucher passed 2 years ago. And I'm going to read some words from a friend of mine who wrote this on the petition that Marilyn and John spoke about. This voucher bill will not save, but will cost us at least $26 million. This voucher bill, like other education reform measures, appears to be nothing more than a whited sepulcher, righteous on the outside, but filled with hypocrisy on the inside. When public schools lose, students, teachers, communities, towns, cities lose. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. This is mass injustice.
Yeah.